Good morning from Alton Marina again. It is Sunday and we're getting ready to head out from St. Louis and head on down to Kaskaskia, or near there, at least the river. I'll do a video that shows the map and all that. And we had just an awesome rest, staying with Amy's cousins, Kelsey and Tom and Jennifer, and of course her aunt and uncle, Doug and Susan. So what an awesome place to be able to relax for a few 3 nights, I guess. One day of working on the skis, another day of really just resting. But now we are starting the journey again, really heading into the abyss, as Amy calls it. Just the lower Mississippi is not going to be as friendly in terms of number of marinas and all that. So we'll see what comes our way. All right, quick top-down view. Omaha, St. Louis. We already ran up to Minneapolis and back. We're now just north of St. Louis at Alton there, and we're going to run down the Mississippi. And so today's ride, Alton is up here, past the arch, down. St. Genevieve is one of the oldest cities, I think, in Missouri. But we come down here to the Kaskaskia River and run it up to its end, up here and back. Oh, not a great way to start out a day. We are still just a half a mile from the marina or so, waiting on Mill Price Lock, our first lock of the day. And there was a barge going through southbound, and then another barge going through southbound, and now a sailboat coming upbound, and then I think we're up after that. So, but it is, I mean, we were at the skis around 7:30, on the water at 8:15, and it's pushing 9. What is it? 9 o'clock. Sometimes it just feels like it's a longer wait than it really is, I guess. 2 locks. That's all today. 2 locks. Almost like a pipe organ, but maybe more like a scary movie. And it doesn't look like much, but man, a little over 2 weeks ago, we came down the Missouri River and we went up the Mississippi. And we went and explored all that, and now here it is, June 7th, and we're not going that way. We're not going that way. We're not going that way. That little sign up there says boats need to go that way. We're at the chain of rocks, so the Missouri River itself does go that way, but there's some rocky rapids and there's a canal and a lock that you got to take instead. So we got to go that way, or it would be a very bad day. Lock 27 here, the Chain of Rocks lock, is our last lock for what seems like weeks and weeks, but actually we're going to be hitting the Arkansas before we know it. So, but still, good to have locks behind us and have some good, nice flat cruising, right? Well, we know what's ahead. It's a lot of barge traffic through St. Louis, and it's going to be mashed potatoes for probably 20 miles. Good old St. Louis Arch. Certainly a big spot on our travels. We were just at the stadium the other night and enjoying ourselves with Dave, but quite the monument to look at from the water. Amy's down here checking out the bridges, and we're gonna head on south down to Kaskaskia. Choo choo! This here is Hoppy's fuel barge. That's where they sold fuel to so many people over the years. They've since shut down recently, and so it gives people fewer options to find fuel going from St. Louis on down to Paducah. It's the longest stretch on the Great Loop without fuel. For us, we're going to go down another 50, 60, 70 miles and then go up to Kaskaskia, and about 20 or 30 miles up there we're going to go get fuel from a gas station, and somebody's going to probably pull a wagon. Oh, big toys, big toys. We have made it down to our confluence with the Kaskaskia River. So now we get to go up here, and he's already up there, and go through a lock, and then we got about 30 miles of the Kaskaskia River. Isn't that fun saying that word? Came from that direction. We gotta go up that way. Well, we got up just past the Costello Lock, which is the first lock right here on the Kaskaskia River, and there's a nice little dock here. So we tied up and moved fuel from the red jugs in, and even a little restroom up there. So got to use the bathroom, and now we get to go explore the Kaskaskia. We got us a no-wake zone, and quite the port here for the barges. Train looks like there's a pile of gravel. Limestone, maybe? Very close to the end of Kaskaskia. We're at about 5 feet deep. There's sections where it gets deeper, and then so the channel's kind of evaporating, but we're gonna run it a little bit further up to the bridge, which is where the charts show it ending. So just pay close attention. We're running at 4.5 feet here, which is not much. We made it to the end. Missouri, Mississippi, Minnesota, St. Croix, Kaskaskia. Those are the rivers that we've hit the start of navigations on. Knocking them down, knocking them down. Not the bridges, the rivers. Well, unfortunately, there's only one dock for three, and so a gentleman offered to run us into town, so we're going to do that. And fill these bad boys up. Well, they're full now, thanks to this guy, Brock.
Rob, sir.
Thank you so much. Yep, will do.
Have a good journey.
Thanks. He drove me with his car and into town. We got some fuel, and Amy's been on the ski waiting. Now we got to figure out where we're going to stay. Do we stay here or do we stay somewhere else? We'll see what Amy has to say. We just got done with the dock and now met a couple of people that are just asking questions, checking us out. We just had a great conversation with some game wardens, and they were checking us out, making sure we were up to snuff, and really interested in our trip. So great to chat with them. Really nice guys. Don and Jacob, I think. All right, let's go find a camp spot. There goes Amy hauling heavy stuff again. We're having fun playing in the mud, and I mean mud. We're on a boat ramp, not that you could tell, and we're getting all this stuff off of our skis because there's a campground right up there, and unfortunately they don't have a dock, so we gotta haul stuff the old-fashioned way. Well, with a wagon. Hey, guess what? We're in like a campsite, a real one. Oh, it even has electricity. Duh. All right, here's the lock and dam of the Kaskaskia. Somebody's overnighting here in their Luxo yacht. Very nice looking. The skis are in the mud, literally, tied with a long rope, not to that tree, but to some rocks over here. And we got some rain coming soon, so we better get our tent set up. Voila. The kiosk to pay for the campsite is not back where the tent is. It's up there. Running in muddy Crocs. 3 hours later. No, just kidding. But I'm still walking.
What are you having?
I'm having biscuits and gravy.
Let's see.
They're the best this side of a steak.